page from a mom's journal, Flint, Michigan, July 16, 1969. On this date, 50 years ago, our son James Graham celebrated his first birthday. Early that morning, we drove out to a farm to pick strawberries and then hurried home to watch Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins blast off to touch the moon. The following is my journal entry from the end of that day. Though it was late in the season, early this morning we drove to a farm hoping to find enough strawberries to make jam. But as fast as we picked berries, Graham tossed them back into the bushes. We solved the problem by holding our plastic bowls on our heads with one hand and picking fruit with the other. Our son soon gave up, sat down nearby, and became very happy chewing on an interesting rock. He's exactly 1 year old today. This is his idea of how to have a good time. At only 25 cents a quart, we soon had far more berries than we needed for the jam. We made it home just in time to watch the moon launch. I sat Graham down between us on the sofa so that in years to come, we would be able to tell him he saw this happen. Like a mighty dragon, the rocket breathed fire, roared, and burst from the launch pad. It shook itself free from the earth and shot heavenward. We sensed the united hopes and dreams of humanity lifting with it. It's as though with a single voice the earth shouted, "You can make it! You can make it!" Was it only a few weeks ago I spoke these same words when our son wobbled a few steps away from us? The exhilaration we felt watching this first unsteady steps is the same feeling we have watching our astronauts leave us far behind. By early afternoon, the rich, sweet scent of crushed ripe fruit filled our apartment. Soon 10 jars of deep red jam lined the kitchen counter. Later, when images came from space, we saw our home swirling in darkness for the first time, like a prize shoot of marble in a black velvet bag. I remember the Tower of Babel in Genesis where God said, "So, they are a single people with a single language." This is but the start of their undertakings. There will be nothing too hard for them to do. I wonder where humanity would be today if long, long ago we understood the power of people united in God's love for our common good. Amazed by the images coming from space, I forgot to watch our son until I realized he had disappeared. I found him sitting quietly, sandwiched between the curtain and the patio door. He was mesmerized by the world outside, and his face held the same sense of awe we felt watching those first pictures from space. I wonder if someday we will find that we are separated from other worlds by little more than the plate glass door that kept Graham safe inside that room. While I washed out the sticky jam pots in the kitchen, our son toddled in and pulled frantically at the locked cupboards. "One day," I tell him, "but not today." Yet, Lord, is today the day you will let us begin to unlock the secrets in your cupboards? Graham stretched out flat on his belly and reached under the coal stove. I got down on the floor beside him and found him trying to retrieve a crumb from his birthday cake. Meanwhile, on this day, Armstrong, Aldrin, and Collins soar upwards, grasping for a crumb from the universe. Today, our son goes by his first name, Jim. I don't know if the launch 50 years ago pointed him in his life's direction, but like a needle on a compass, his brain has always found its true north in science. Today, he works for Blue Origin, a space-based company near Seattle, where he's part of a new generation reaching for the stars.